St. Johns County, approves of the controversial Troy Trail.
Please don't call it. I just got them to take my name off the stupid design.
Did they finally take your name off of it? Thank God.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get much backlash today.
Yeah.
Some people are.
Mm-hmm.
The St. Johns County Commission heard nearly 2 hours of passionate public comments Tuesday, both in favor of the Shore Drive Trail and against it. Very polarizing issue. The plan for an 8-foot paved path to span a little more than 3 miles in St. Augustine South's neighborhood from the Douglas Crane boat ramp to the Moultrie Creek boat ramp on Shore Drive is the plan. We covered that. We're very excited to and look forward to the enjoyment of this trail for ourselves, our neighbors, and more importantly, our children and our grandchildren and all future generations. That's what Nancy Godwin said. She is in favor of the trail.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Ruth Hope said she's pro-trail because she wants...
Hope.
Yeah, sure. Equity to access the... Equity is a word that's been very misused over the last couple of years. Equity to access the park. Keith LaFlamme. He spoke against the trail's construction. Just trying to make this more dramatic.
It's very
dramatic to a lot of people.
To a lot of people. They're very upset right now.
LaFlamme said, please don't pave paradise.
Oh.
Dan Storch, Scott's uncle.
Oh, yeah. Creed.
Remember Scott Storch?
Isn't that a guy from Creed?
No.
Oh.
He was the rap producer for a long time.
Oh,
Scott Storch.
yes, I do. Yeah, there was like a thing with him and Kesha. I remember
Lost all his money.
Yeah.
All his money. He was on top of the world for a while. Now he's
true.
He's just a broke person.
Timbaland came for him.
Oh, God. Timbaland made some fire beats.
Still is. Still kicking it. Still doing great stuff.
Dang, he was one of my favorites with the beats, man.
Yeah.
He really was. Okay. Scott Storch's uncle. He is a detractor as well. He says if it becomes simply a wide-use park, that really does transition everything into something that's completely different. And I think that's a real concern within the neighborhood. I don't even know what that meant. Let's see. Before the comments began, commissioners acknowledged how fraught the situation had become. We're seeing the word fraught a lot.
A lot. We saw that yesterday. Yes.
Very
Interesting.
fraughty. Yeah.
A maneuver.
Well,
it is. I mean,
yeah. Commissioner Krista Keating Joseph.
oh, interesting. She's involved.
Commissioner Krista Joseph. I keep saying the Keating part, but I guess that's not a thing anymore.
Oh, it isn't. Okay.
No, she's always listed as Krista Joseph, so we'll go with that.
All right.
I'm sorry if I've messed that up along the way.
I like that. Nice.
Asked if the trail could be made a sidewalk instead. Her question received applause from people in the room. In the meeting, the county engineer said that putting sidewalks closer to the road would require piping ditches, which would bring additional costs and other issues. There's also a $400,000 grant going toward the trail as planned, and it would not apply to the construction of a sidewalk. Oh, so this money can only be used for the trail?
Yeah, it's probably what's it called, a FERDAP grant. So it's probably for parks. So if you're just doing a sidewalk, then it's more of a transportation.
It's more of a neighborhood,
gas tax situation.
Oh, okay.
Different bucket.
A lot of people who weren't in favor voiced their concerns about trees and flooding, which is something we always have to worry about in almost every neighborhood in St. Johns County, right? Mm-hmm. So you can understand that. In response, the Parks and Recreation Director said there were plans to bring on an arborist to help protect the trees.
Okay. That's a big concern.
It is. It definitely is. And the intention is not to cut down any trees when building the path. I don't know how that's going to happen, but hopefully that happens. What do you think about this?
No, it can weave through. I mean, well, the people that live across the street have already pretty much clear cut everything so that they improve their view. So at least now they don't have to maintain it, and the county now has to maintain it.
Interesting.
So no, it's I think it's this easement or space or community space has been in play since the 50s. So people have lived there for quite a while, and they've kind of looked at it and accepted that and taken care of that. So now it's moved over to the county, and I think it's much safer. I've had houses in the South for many years, decades. And you drive down Shore Drive, and there's people pushing baby carriages as you come around a curve. He's like, oh, you're doing your right speed, and you still could almost clip them.
Yeah.
So I think it's a much safer situation.
And it's become much more popular over the years, obviously.
Well, there's more houses in there for sure. So all those there's very few lots, empty lots still available in the South. So
right. Geez, if any, they're yeah. I drive through a whole lot and fantasize about when I have money, how I'll buy a nice house.
One closer to the water.
Yeah, they got some really nice houses down there. They got some beautiful houses
and
down there.
Those have, one's come down and bigger one's gone up. So.
And I have a direct quote. I don't want to spread any disinformation, of course. There is no rhyme or reason for this trail, right? There is no rhyme or reason for this trail. People have been walking on Shore Drive without problems for a very long time.
But as soon as a problem happens, it could be a very serious problem.
I've seen a lot of near misses. I mean, I understand that person lives there and we don't live there. So
well, I was going to say just walk on the grass, but you bring the stroller idea up, and that's a good thought.
Yeah. I mean, that to me is the thing that really makes me nervous, because it's the most beautiful place to walk in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
it is beautiful. It's a beautiful space there. But safety has to come into place.
Yeah. To have an opportunity like a sidewalk for people that actually get up and do something and walk, it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's a trail, not a sidewalk.
Oh, it's just a trail, so it's not going to be paved. Is it just?
No, it's going to be paved, but it's a sidewalk is next to the road.
Well, to me, I'm a layman. Everything's a sidewalk if I can walk on it. But I'm walking on the side.
That's where the argument is going to come in, is because they wanted a sidewalk and not the trail.
Okay,
but where the sidewalk would be, that means you had to take care of the drainage ditches. It would have cost probably 3 or 4 times as much because of taking care of it on the easement.
I am today years old right now.
It will be interesting, though, because that will change the look of it. I mean, it will definitely change the look of that area and the feel a little bit, because it is so beautiful, because it's grass and trees and all that stuff. So I can understand how I almost called it a sidewalk too, how this trail will change the feel of that for sure. I think it's good if we're not cutting down any trees. I think that's always a good thing.
Yeah. But so the arborist is going to be very helpful, I think. In that
that'll help with the roots and where exactly they place it, because if they have certain trees have higher roots and you put the trail over top of those, you can do some damage. So
yeah,
I understand that argument. So.
Yeah. In the end, the commission voted 4-1 to approve a bid for construction for the Shore Drive Trail, not to exceed about $1.8 million. Everything's so damn expensive. These damn strip of concrete, $1.8 million. Unbelievable.
Million.
It's like 92 acres worth of trail.
That's a lot of debt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Million.
Yeah. Commissioner Chris Joseph was the sole no vote, and several of the commissioners who voted for the project cited public safety as their priority in their decisions.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I was just saying about the people. Right. I mean, a lot of people walk on that road.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and they do, and a lot more with their kids. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but don't call it Troy Trail.
No, please don't.
I'm going to put a sign out there that says Troy Trail. What are you kidding me? It's going to look so official, nobody's ever going to take it down.
Or one of those like gumball machine, Troy's Trail Mix.
Blevins Bluff is enough.
That's your newest food item, Troy. Troy's getting food items across the city. Troy's getting the Troy
in
Trail
Prospector
Mix.
Flavor.
Come on, Beacon, make this. Come on, Gypsy, make this happen.
Used to have a casino over there.
Troy rejected letting my mother into trivia last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He said
didn't
no.
Even try.
I have texts to prove I tried.
No, I appreciate that. My mom and my aunt and my uncles
and Italian would have found a way. We would have found a way to get it in there. We figured out.
You sounded like my girlfriend. After you guys hit me with guilt. I would
sleep tight.
I would have to kick out 50 other people.
I tried. My mom is starting to think she can drop my name and get special privileges since Florida Man Games. She really is. And she said this to me yesterday at lunch. And I was like, you can try, but it's not going to work anywhere. It's just not going to do you any good.
It might in some spots.
Well, we've already proven it doesn't even do any good with my co-host. My freaking co-host. host. I can't even drop my name to the guy I sit with in the morning every single morning and get special treatment. So good luck getting special treatment anywhere else, Mom. I don't get special treatment anywhere.
I tried, I swear.
God dang.
The guilt's heavy.
But Mom, if you're watching, and I know she is, she's a very supportive mom, and she watches all the shows at some point in the day. You need to get with Troy and make sure you're reserved for next week.
I got you next week.
Next week, you're in. Now there's somebody watching that's like, she stole my spot.
Don't go and tell anybody.
Who are you kicking out?
There's going to be a fight out there at Gypsy Cab next Tuesday.
Let me tell you, they get angry when they go on that wait list. Mm-hmm. So, and we had some people that came in last night that thought they were in and they weren't in. So we had
The worst.
Oh, it was really bad. I could see the venom there looking towards me and the owner at the same time. And it's like,
why didn't you look out for us, Troy?
You need to do like a pay-per-view experience then. They can watch in the parking lot.
No, we only have room for 120 and we have about 160 every week.
You should stream it. So
that's what I'm
people can
saying.
play
Get
at
some
home.
subscribers. Yeah.
But I don't know how to get paid that way.
Well, we
really can't. You really can't. But I mean, it
I
generates more excitement. It makes people want to be there in person.
And I can't play my music. You know, the restaurant pays for the ASCAP and BMI.
Yeah.
Well, you got to buy an ASCAP.
Yeah.
Buy one.
Yeah, but I don't know how many people are actually listening.
That's
it's
a
per
good point.
person.
Oh, yeah.